Hello everyone, I am the host of the YouTube channel WANG YIBO ENGSUB. Nice to meet you again. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the hottest news of the day. And here's today's news. Hip Hop 4 uses chi dance to eliminate the great gods. Is it fair? Wang Yibo still didn't choose a choreographer. As we all know, in This Is Street Dance 4, Wang Yibo is Mu Chang. He chooses people and forms teams, all from his favorite style. Choose the strongest player in this field. In the third season, the one wave of king bombing team gathered together, but every time he did not hesitate to eliminate the choreographers first, leaving behind the masters. However, after rounds of wangyibo competitions, they almost failed back because the great gods have their own characteristics and there is no choreographer. Coupled with the short rehearsal time, they always dance unevenly. Each hop occurs separately, or errors occur frequently, and the overall effect is not good. After watching a few issues, I started to understand the routines of the program group. From the first season of The Street, the director has basically established the basic logic of the show. Find a group of dancers who were originally champions in various fields of street dance to join the competition. However, round after round of competition, coming and going, is wangyibo battle. Since everyone is a routine, then your creativity, the stories you tell, the fusion of the dance types of the contestants, the arrangement of their respective highlight moments, and various stage skills are very important. If you are purely a chi dance of street dance skills, for example, Kevin Yang once asked his floor dance brothers to help. That dance is absolutely high, powered throughout, with various breaking techniques. It was spinning with its head, and it bounced and rolled over, burning and exploding. But he still lost that time. Why? Because there are only skills, no entertainment or appreciation. The park team casually choreographed a dance, told a story, and got some creativity. Let the general audience understand, and you will win. Just like this time, a wave of king bombing lost 3 consecutive times. Captain Lu Shenhua used comparatively internalized, "It's a display of skills" comment. The hidden place went wrong, and Wang Yibo directly downplayed and said at the scene, "We lacked a choreographer." During the rehearsal process, it only took 1 day to choreograph. It took 1 day to run in, and there were still people who remembered the wrong actions and jumped the wrong way. Even the 2v2 battle, they all lost. Because the other party has seized the time to line up 2 little chi dances, and they are the instant running, and of the 2 players on the scene. Is the result of such a game fair to these great gods at home and abroad? If it wasn't for the tiebreaker, to be honest, if it wasn't for B-boy Yang K, floor dancer, last year with super physical strength, 1/7, it is estimated that the championship may not necessarily be spent in their home. That's true, Chi Wu is not enough, and the tiebreaker comes to advance. In the 5th episode of the first season, the champion Han Yuki Wu lost. So there was him, the famous tie 7 battle in World War I. In the 10th episode, Lang Liang's fusion dance was defeated. He also advanced through the tiebreaker. Needless to say, the tiebreaker of the second season champion Nian is an absolute highlight. The 10th episode of 11's tiebreaker also gave a wave of presence. As for the French god Babu, every time he becomes the background board of chi dance, but once the battle, the stage simply bursts. Perhaps this is the good intentions of the program group. Make the street dance competition more interesting. It's not just a competitive show. Just ask, if every game is a battle, as layman, how much can we understand? As a player, how many new tricks can you make? Obviously, to show the essence of street dance, add a little more entertaining and fun. It must be, and can only do the fusion of dance types, use chi dance to battle. To put it simply, This Is Hip Hop is an improved version of the dance reality show. As far as possible, the program group, by changing the format and theme, so as to enhance the freshness, such as the water stage and fire stage in Season 3, the wind stage and so on, want to lower the street dance itself, a higher threshold of appreciation. In Season 4, we found that the shots allowed more chats between the players. Xiao Jia, Yang K, Xiao Ji, Xiao Hai, these 4 are definitely stand-up comedians. How are the comedians in this street? 1. Why didn't Wang Yibo choose a choreographer? There is one thing to say, there are actually so many ways to go back and forth in the dance draft. Solo dance, small chi dance, big chi dance, help dance, battle, etc. In Season 4, except for the first period, every player who has a towel, outside of solo with works on stage. The rest of the time is all kinds of chi dances. The choreographer is almost the hottest candidate in the competition. With them, team members have a chance to go to the end. The most important thing is that they are no better than the players, not a backup candidate for the championship at all. For example, Suliana and Wang Xiao, in terms of choreography, are absolutely weird. Suliana focuses on monsters, and Wang Xiao's works are advanced. But once Chiwu loses, when they are about to come out for battle, Suliana is definitely the scene of her death, saying that she doesn't want to look back again. Wang Xiao can still fight for a few rounds, but his combat effectiveness is still weak. Choreographers are willing to make wedding dresses for others. Who doesn't want the typical good thing to give people a head in a street dance competition? But Wang Yibo just didn't want to. He didn't want to miss those great gods himself. So, among the 4 places in the first round of the 4th quarter, he was still a choreographer and didn't choose him. Even in the second round of selection, Lu Shenhua recommended him. The little chicken is b-boy again, so he can even make such a joyful dance. Consider accepting it as a choreographer in the team. He nodded directly and said yes. After all, he participated in this street not only to win, otherwise, study the competition system, adapt to the rules, and just have fun. He still wants to get to know more hip-hop masters at home and abroad through the competition. Learn from it, and sparks with them through running. At the same time, Wang Yibo knew exactly what he wanted, and he had to grab the great god first. He knew that not many people would be eliminated in this round of competition, but the person who wants it may be taken away by others. This is just a strategy. He should be clear about the issue of not having a choreographer, but he has to make arrangements for the following links. In addition, he may pay more attention to the basic elements and essence of street dance. I also want to find the entry point where the national style and hip-hop can be truly integrated, and I don't want to be blind. 2. Is it necessary for cross-dance fusion? The design of the competition system of cross-dance fusion, in fact, there is no good or bad in itself. Because the work presented is good or bad, in the end, it depends on the sparks that collide between the dancers. Some people say before a fusion, you should first understand your dance style. Of course there is nothing wrong with this. After watching the 4 seasons, we will find that we can only dance by ourselves. Those who can't change themselves and merge into Chi-Wu can hardly go to the end. From the battle situation, unless like Yang K, particularly physically strong, and one wears 7 o'clock. He has new tricks in every round and blows up the audience all the way. Otherwise, they will only dance single dances. When I encounter music that is not my own, I am almost blinded. Even Ibuki, Imato Ibuki, our recognized female high-profile hero, after a few rounds of park, I immediately became visually fatigued. Because there are only a few of her big moves, there are no surprises after looking back and forth. Swing hand dance battle is really a disadvantage. Of course, when she was 2v2 with AC, Reich, in the follow-up, there are still many bright spots in the Xiaoqi dance in the row. On the contrary, all-round dancers like Han Yu are more popular. What kind of music they listen to? Just do some dance, it's like a new trick. Always renovate. Including Yi Yin, originally used to lock, but to form a team, he skips everything, urban, hip-hop, house, anyway. He can do other dances as needed at any time. Of course it's good to be able to integrate dance types, but can you produce good works? In the end, it depends on what can come out between the players. To be honest, there are several Chi dance works that are out of the circle at present, more modern dance. Unless there are individual choreographers, in the process of dancing together, design a short personal display session for hip-hop dancers. At other times, there is very little personal touch. Speaking of this, it is indispensable to mention the proportion issue. I am not opposed to integration, what I am opposed to is imbalance. Street dance should account for a large proportion. But in fact, we are unprofessional at this ratio. What you and I say doesn't count, even what the show crew says doesn't count. This ratio is adjusted by the dancers themselves. In fact, for several seasons of competitions, the program team has found some great gods to come over. After all, I want the dancers of street dance to have a rush. Use this opportunity to learn from each other and improve your cultivation. Let the ceiling of Chinese street dance be pulled up. Like that locked Chi dance, Yi Yun excitedly went on stage and danced together. That melody from my childhood, those great gods in the world, this opportunity is really rare. Concluding remarks. Thanks to this as street dance, the dance style of street dance, to a certain extent, it's out of the circle. These dancers who were originally champions in various fields, come to participate in the recording of variety shows. Do they really want to fight to death? I do not think so. Because even if you win the championship in the end, it doesn't mean that you have defeated so many champions in the professional field. It can only be said that you are out of the circle and have a place in the hearts of ordinary people. I think that this show ultimately promotes people, but it is actually the spirit of street dance. What the show wants to show is these hip-hop dancers, after a lot of struggle and experience, big and small battles, as well as running in with the dance, finally Nirvana is reborn. Because of this street, you will fall in love with these dancers. To be honest, look at the current stage of this section. I don't even know what locking, breaking, racking, hip-hop. I don't understand what the old school means every time Wang Yibo emphasizes. But after slowly chasing after and falling in love, I began to accept street dance. I like these attractive dancers, but also understand this culture better. This is the effect that this is hip-hop should have. With a strong captain and good-looking variety effects, it attracts a large number of audiences, which is entertaining and entertaining. Instead of sticking to the popularization of dance styles, using esoteric vocabulary, in the program, the knowledge of street dance is popularized over and over again, and the types of street dance are divided. It can only be said that Wang Yibo's team strategy, it happens to be contrary to the competition system designed by the program group, and maybe he will adjust it later. Let us wait and see. I am C. Welcome to follow.